After hot laps, it was time to get ready for the first round of heats.
So the field forms up on the back chute. Michael Pickens to lead them in for heat race number 1 of the Australian Speedcar Championship here at Murray Bridge. Oh, they've packed up further back, but they're underway. Pickens into turn number 1. He'll lead them through for the first time. Up the inside. Oh, cars around. Oh, and upside down. Dylan Gent in the Victoria 3. Upside down in turn number 2 on the opening lap.
So it's Dylan Menz on the front row with Michael Pickens as they get on the gas, and Menz gets the whole shot. Catching the Kiwi a little off guard. He is out in the lead here, the Matt Attack, Matt Jackson. But he can't make anything stick here. He gets pretty good traction there, wheel to wheel on the back chute. This is midget racing at its best. And remember, this track's going to widen up. It's still just a tad greasy. And look at Nick Parker, Nitro Nick, up into 4th position. He's the real beneficiary here, Phil.
To the battle further back. Have a look now at Parker up the inside of O'Connell. Nice pass in turn number 4. So Nitro up from the back rows up to 3rd. Good points for Nick Parker here in heat number 1. Out of turn number 4, white flag will be on display for Dylan Menz in the New South Wales 46. Of course, he's still a Queenslander driving the New South Wales registered race car. Through turn number 3 and 4, the first heat race will go the way of Dylan Menz. Second will go to Michael Pickens. Third across the line will be Nick Parker.
Yeah,
Bring him
third
in.
row. Don't forget the guys in the third row either.
They're underway. Heat race number 2. The West Aussie got the best of it over Thompson and Northern Territory and trying to work the outside there. It's the 5 of Hayden Williams. So Williams trying to work the outside for second. Can't get it done. Have a look now at Caleb Curry also. He's trying to with a slider on, trying to get 2 for 1 now. Packed coming out of turn number 2. Former national champion himself, so the cream rising to the top here in heat race number 2. As we go cross further back, there's Thompson. Also Brendan Zatto in the 14. Harry Stewart carrying some tremendous speed.
Yeah, I think second and third are both starting to gain on Fleming here, the West Australian. Just shows his front end now to Caleb Curry. He's getting ready to pounce in turn 3. They touch. He's into the fence. And we are yellow. Oh, drama in heat number 2. Caleb Curry, I think he'll be pleased to bank some points. Look at Harry Stewart. He's got a couple of guys right in front of him. He goes past one of them. Can he get the second? It's Brendan Zatto. He switches now to the bottom. But he didn't quite get there because the checkers has already waved. Yeah, that's for sure. Here we go for Ridley's Earthworks and Civil. And look at that hole shot from Payette. He absolutely sinks the slipper. But it's going to come back. Maybe it was just a little too good.
So he's still at 10 laps up on the counter, heat race number 3. See the front brakes. Sparking on the boat, Doyle 51. We're underway. As they charge into turn number 1 and 2. A little bit of contact further back in the pack, but out in front it's Tom Payette, the West Aussie. As they charge down the back straight, there's Brad Mosen on the outside of boat. Oh, up and upside down the 16. That's gearing up and over in turn number 4. Yeah, certainly is. Still 9 to go here. Once again, those sparks from the left front of the Bo Doyle 51 as we go back to green. Tom Payette to lead away. Saunderson second. Doyle in that third spot. We saw Mosen. Fourth and fifth, you see now Mosen to the inside of Doyle. Doyle holds him off as he goes through turn number 3 and 4. Mosen again try to poke the nose up the inside, still won't get it done. Almost halfway through heat number 3 as we see Mosen will have perhaps look to the outside here. Is Tom Payette on screen in turn number 2.
He's enjoying a pretty healthy half the back straight lead advantage at the moment over Mitch Saunderson in second. Hone in on him, she's back in 6th. Mills running in 5th. And Bo Doyle right up in front of them in P4. We've got 2 laps remaining. Mosen still back there in 3rd. Melissa Crouch pressuring the 10 of Mills, who now switches to a mid-track groove. Can he execute the pass on Doyle? No, he won't get there. Will he take that same sort of aggression into this weekend? I'm sure he will. He's a passionate campaigner.
Yeah, he certainly is. He was still on the podium last weekend, but see how he goes here. Heat number 4.
Yeah, we're green. Oh, they bang wheels off the start. Griffiths been dispatched back. And have a look at this. Coming out of turn number 2. Oh, the West Aussie trying to get up into second. We see hustling Jordan now back around the outside of them. Troy Jordan to the lead. He looks good, Jordan now, under siege from the Rowe show. Nicholas Rowe. McCarthy doesn't know where to go here as Rowe takes the lead. What a heat race.
Jack McCarthy, can he run down our leader, Nicholas Rowe? Down through turn number 3 and 4. Then we go back to Rusty Whitaker. Troy Jordan hanging on there. In the 11, Luke Storer looking at the back of that machine. Starting to come under some serious pressure now from Jack McCarthy. McCarthy's done many more laps around this track than Nick Rowe has. So Nick Rowe through turn number 1 and 2. McCarthy, I don't think he's quite going to get there. Rusty Whitaker closing in late as well through the final corner. Nick Rowe will get the win. Second will go to Jack McCarthy. Third to Rusty Whitaker.
Keenan Fleming from the back of the bus. The pace chute is off the circuit. And we are on a start lap. It's Heat 5 of the Australian Speedcar Championship. And we are go. Nitro Nick gets the jump. Zato trying to go with him. Caden Brown now on the outside. The cautions are on. This one's coming back. We know he's a bit of an excitement machine. It's a front row start, but he's just going to have to be a little cautious now. He can't afford to jump again. Caution lights out. Take 2, Heat 5, 10 laps for Rain and Horn Murraylands as we go racing. Zato around the outside. Can he get it done? No, because Nitro Nick blasts up the inside of him. Caden Brown working the mid-track groove. Can he get by 2 of them at once? The answer is yes. The former national champion on fire here, Caden Brown. Dylan Menz throws a huge slider on Zato. Brendan Zato comes straight back at him. This is quality speed car action. Menz now gives Zato a bit of a tap coming off for 4. Says move aside, pal.
But he's gone right back to the tail of the field. So Parker now in that 39, bouncing his way through turn number 3 and 4. And Caden Brown is right there now in the 97 as they go down through turn number 1 and 2. Time by down the back straight away, 1.5 to go. There's Harry Stewart working the outside of Webster. And Stewart dives to the inside, contact with he and Webster. In turn number 3 for Harry Stewart. Ultra aggressive here tonight at Murray Bridge. but down the back straight for the final time. One more chance for Brown to the inside. It'll be a race to the checker. Parker on the high side. Brown on the bottom. Parker just gets there. Nick Parker over Caden Brown. So McHugh's Bakery brings you heat race number 6. Craig Smith, Rory Jackamus on the front row. Conway and Mills, and then the Kiwis smack in the middle of this field here as we go green. Into turn number 1 and 2. Have a look at Caleb Mills around the outside there. 3 wide. Millsy's got the lead. Down the back straight away. Then it's Caleb Curry also. So the 3 Kiwis run at the front of this pack here in heat race number 6. But at the moment it's a young Victorian, or it was a young Victorian, as Hayden Williams now takes the lead in turn number 1. He has a moment. Mills back up the inside. Caleb Mills through turn number 3 and 4. Mosen now up to second. Caleb Curry now to the inside of Hayden Williams. Down the back straight away, John. What a finish we've got in store. Heat race number 6.
Absolutely. Here they come now. 4 laps remaining. Caleb Mills continuing to lead. In fact, no, he's back into second. It's the other 10 of Mosen leading the way. Williams now into second, but Mills goes back by him. The white flag about to come out. Caleb Curry. There's been so much action, but he's poised now to pounce. A slider from Curry. He gets through into third. Mills now straight back at him as he switches underneath. And Payette starting to catch them, but will have to be, I think, settle for 5th. Looking pretty racy earlier on tonight. I think he finished second from memory in the opening round of heats. Look for Buckley in the NZ7 coming out of position number 8. It's time to get it on in heat number 7. Storer gets the jump. Oh, look at Saunderson up the inside, the big right rear to left front on Melissa Crouch. And grabs second. On the back chute, Rusty Whitaker. He is on fire here at the moment. Look at him, starting to work 3/4 track high, and now edges his way up into third. Here comes Buckley in the 7 to the outside of Patterson. And it looks like he'll get it done going into turn number 1. The top side of this bull ring really starting to come to the fore now.
Storer's right up on the cushion now, rim riding this venue like he did last week when he's in the 410 sprint car. But I tell you what, he is really looking the goods here in the speed car here in heat race number 7. Luke Storer in the 23, comfortable lead, about 2 seconds over Mitch Saunderson. Rusty Whitaker back there in the 3rd spot. So with some of the real young guns here in heat race number 7 will finish 1st, 2nd and 3rd. It'll be Storer, Saunderson, Whitaker, then Travis Buckley. And they've stacked the field towards the back of this one for our entertainment. Heat race number 8. About to get underway. Robert Hurd to lead them in. They're almost fan out to 4 wide as they make the way into turn. Oh, big ride in turn number 1 and 2. Upside down in a big way, it's Matt Jackson.
For the Speedway shop, let's have a look at it here. You can see it was frenetic at the start. Gee, it was Dylan Gent that sort of made contact with somebody else, just slightly drifted up track, and that was enough as Matt Jackson was committed to try and rail around the top of them. Let's watch it again here, just to the left of your screen now.
There's actually some contact just there that moves the 9 car up a little bit and then moves it just up on the 3. And just situation that he was just the outside car with really nowhere to go in the end.
No, it's...
So the field formed back up for our final heat. Back underway, Robert Hurd from the outside. Can he get a South Aussie heat win? As they make their way into turn number 1 and 2. Goodwin slides into that 2nd spot. Down the inside, yellow lights are on. Yellows are on again, just as Zoe Pearce made a nice inside pass.
We're waiting now Jack McCarthy be well worth watching here from position number 5. He'll enjoy the track. Moving up. We are set for it.
So Goodwin lead them in. That's a lot better that time. Robert Herd quickly across the nose of Goodwin down there in turn number 1 and 2. Down the back straight. Is that O'Connell going for the pass? It is. O'Connell takes the lead in turn number 3 and 4. They're tightly packed. Robert Herd on the outside. Inside of Robert Herd, cuts a nice pass. Herdy, can he fight back? No, Rowe quickly dives back to the inside to earlier heat race winner. Nick Rowe going towards the front once again. From the back now up to third. Can he get any further? That's the question. It's O'Connell, McCarthy, then Michael Pickens.
You could just sense he wanted to move upstairs. Oh, a race leader's lost it. McCarthy nearly hits him. Jack hangs onto the lead here. Pickens goes with him. O'Connell now dropped back to third as he came back on the track. But anyway, we are in the Speedway Shop restart zone. Casey O'Connell, can he ride his luck all the way to victory lane in this heat race? We're about to find out. The Jack attacks in second. Michael Pickens sitting back in third spot. Nick Rose sitting in fourth position. Robert Herd's in fifth. We'll keep an eye on the leading trio. O'Connell looking much smoother now. McCarthy following him three-quarter track high. He'll try and pull the trigger here. McCarthy's car set up nicely. Pickens ready for a slider. He pulls the trigger. Michael Pickens says this is how it's done, Jacko. McCarthy now comes back at him. Pickens switches back on the inside. This is quality speed car action. Jacko's too far back now. The win will go to Casey O'Connell. He does ride his luck into victory lane. Michael Pickens, outstanding in second.
Couple of Kiwis trying to take that Australian title home with them. And they're putting their best foot forward here on night number 1. So Mosen Pickens, Casey O'Connell, Luke Storer, Dylan Menz and Hayden Williams were underway for prelim number 1 as they make their way through turn number 1 and 2 for the first time. They're 3 wide further back. I think that was Caden Brown on the inside of the racetrack. But out in front, Pickens will go around the outside and he'll lead. Lap number 1, he got by Mosen. I was going to say that's the one where he tried to borrow the car but couldn't get it done.
Yeah, tried to jump in Chris Talenta's car but wasn't comfortable when he actually sat in it, so decided to give it a miss.
All right, here we go. We're green once again. 19 up on the Speedway Shop scoreboard. It's Pickens that leads them away. Brad Mosen. Have a look at O'Connell. Casey O'Connell pulls the trigger on a pass. Slips up into position number 3. But now the 5 comes storming back. It's slide jobs galore here at the bridge, and don't we love it?
Yeah, Mosen fights back, look up in front of him as well. Storer and O'Connell trade places. Michael Pickens, I tell you, oh, Pickens is sideways, right in front of Hayden Williams. In fact, Williams now may have the chance to get by the multiple New Zealand champion. In fact, Williams' car looks really nice right now. The New South Wales number 5. But speaking of company, here comes O'Connell as well. Through turn number 3 and 4. What a race for the lead right now. Hayden Williams, Michael Pickens, and Casey O'Connell is right there as well in the 23.
Oh, the gloves are off. They are going at it here. And a little further back, Luke Storer's there in position number 4. Caden Brown starting to close. Pickens another slider on O'Connell. Casey fights back at him. But out in front, it's Hayden Williams. O'Connell just gets a little bit loose. And here comes the Brown pup. Caden Brown to the inside. He gets Pickens. Oh, Brown now looking to the inside of O'Connell. It's riveting stuff. Pickens pulls a slider on the lap car and moves through in his pursuit of Caden Brown.
As we're back into our Speedway Shop restart zone with 5 to go. And Hayden Williams will lead. I'll tell you what, was Hayden Williams got a flat right rear tyre. It was leaning right over there in turn number 1 and 2. And Casey O'Connell's trying to slide him in turn number 4. Williams' right rear may have just pressured up a little. As they go once again down through turn number 1 and 2. Caden Brown's got that throttle down, but can he run down the 2 in front? Through turn number 3 and 4, the white flag will be on display this time for Hayden Williams. Caden Brown still trying to run down Casey O'Connell, but down the back straight away for the final time. Through turn number 3 and 4, and Hayden Williams will win prelim number 1 here at the Australian Speedcar Championship. Second will go to Casey O'Connell, third to Caden Brown.
It's the Rose Show up against Nitro Nick. Who is going to get the whole shot? We are about to find out. For the Speedway Shop, the lights are out. It's time to go racing in preliminary B. Parker and Rowe. Payette there from position number 3. Look at the Rose Show on the high line. He has to get on the brakes. Parker moves up track. He switches back and cuts a slider to take the lead. Now we see the pressure. The Speedway Shop cars, look at the 2 6s. They are coming after Parker. They're running 3rd and 4th. Another slider attempt here. Payette's dropped back a little bit. We are yellow. And is that Buddha Payette's?
Yeah, Buddha just parked it. Literally just stalled the car out right in the middle of 1-2. And unfortunately, Brendan Zatto nowhere to go and plowed him straight in the back of him.
So we'll try again. 18 up on the Speedway Shop scoreboard. Nick Rowe's gone fairly early here. Might have caught a few of them napping. Rapid Rusty holding down 5th. A little further back we can see the 7 of Buckley, but our race leaders looking the goods here. Bit of pressure. McCarthy feeling some heat here.
There's Saunderson and Buckley on screen as they race their way down the back straight away. We cross back to the battle for second between Parker, Curry and McCarthy. Tom Payette trying to make up some lost ground in the WA number 7. Trying to work the inside on Tyson Bryden. He'll get through. He may actually get 2 for 1. So he's up a couple of spots. Gets by Bailey Goodwin and Nick Rowe. Upside down in turn number 1 and 2. Our race leader. We do have a replay.
Oh, wow, he started a bit of a bounce. It was, in motocross terms, almost a little bit of a huckabuck.
So he's going around the outside of Smith.
4 wheels off the ground. And it broke the bead right there. It's going to be a beauty. Can Nitro Nick bring it home? He's got pressure from the Speedway Shop duo. They are ready to get him as they come off 4.
Yeah, back underway. As they race through turn number 1 and 2, they're 3 wide for second. Rusty Whitaker wants to split those 2 Speedway Shop number 6s, and he will. But up front, Caleb Curry going out after Nick Parker. He'll try to slide him in turn 1. Can't quite clear him there on the exit of turn number 2. It's still Parker over Curry. The top 5. Have a look now at Curry trying to slide up again. But Nick Parker just once again has that nice run off of turn number 4. In fact, he gapped him a little through turn 1 and 2. Will he try it in 3? He goes to the low line. He slides up, but still can't clear the 39 in turn 3 and 4. Parker just gets off turn number 4 so nicely.
Curry now does likewise. Look at the run from Curry down the back chute. Now he is close enough. He drifts up track. Oh, Parker squares it up. Nearly collects Whitaker. And these 2 continue to go at it. Curry around the top side. Still the 7 of Harry Stewart. Jack McCarthy in 5th, and we're yellow. We are yellow. Is that the 7?
Yeah, Tom
Buddha again.
Buddha over in turn 4.
Yeah, I just had to quickly survey the track to see where it was, and this time he is hopping out of the race car. Gee, it has not gone to plan for the Bennett Motorsport pilot in this one.
So Caleb Curry put back 2 spots for an infield pass in turn number 3. Can he make up for it in the final 3 laps? Leader now is Nick Parker. And they charge down the back straight away. Have a look now at Harry Stewart. Stewart going for second. Trying to go for the 2 for 1 in 3 and 4. Couldn't get it done. He got by. He's up into third. Looking now at the back of Rusty Whittaker. Stewart now to the inside of Whittaker in turn number 3, and he'll make the pass. So out of position number 8, Harry Stewart up to second. Quickly cut the nose off on the 58 of Whittaker. Oh, a big crash on the front straight away into turn number 1 and 2. It's Dylan Gent for the second time tonight.
But we are set here. We got 2 up on the board. Maybe we'll go a lap apiece. Nitro Nick to bring them in here. We are set. Rusty Whittaker and Harry Stewart in hot pursuit. It's time to go racing in preliminary B. Parker drops to the bottom. Whittaker up top. Harry Stewart on the bottom. The 2 Speedway Shop cars going at it. Here comes Harry Stewart. He slides his way up into second. Nick Parker still leads. 1 lap remaining.
Yeah, Parker don't go too defensive on the bottom. Well, he got a good run out of turn number 2. Harry Stewart to the outside. Will he get him through turn number 3 and 4? He's up the high line. He'll get him in turn 4. And Harry Stewart will win prelim number 2. Stewart over Parker, Whittaker and...
After night 1 of racing, Nick Parker leads the way with the 3 New Zealanders Brad Mosen, Michael Pickens and Hayden Williams not far behind. But at this stage it's still anyone's title.